seriously popular.
Welcome to the Life of You, where we tackle your dilemmas and explore the solutions to life's trickiest moments. I'm joined once again by my family to tackle all your troubles and hopefully not make them significantly worse. Today, deck the halls. Margot's had it with her dad's extreme decorating. Linda is worried about what not to drink this Christmas. And can Aurora survive the giving season without coming across as a Scrooge?
What difference does it make if it makes your life a misery? Things could be worse. You could be off the national grid, couldn't you? Then you'd be in trouble, wouldn't you?
Your festive family dramas solved right after this.
Wow.
What's up?
I just bought and financed a car through Carvana in minutes.
You? The person who agonized 4 weeks over whether to paint your walls eggshell or off-white bought and financed a car in minutes?
They made it easy. Transparent terms, customizable down and monthly. Didn't even have to do any paperwork.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Hey, have you checked out that spreadsheet I sent you for our dinner options?
Finance your car with Carvana and experience total control. Financing subject to credit approval.
Yeah, sure thing.
Hey, you sold that car yet?
Yeah, sold it to Carvana.
Oh, I thought you were selling to that guy.
The guy who wanted to pay me in foreign currency, no interest, over 36 months? Yeah, no. Carvana gave me an offer in minutes, picked it up, and paid me on the spot. It was so convenient.
Just like that.
Yeah?
No hassle.
None.
That is super convenient.
Sell your car to Carvana and swap hassle for convenience. Pickup fees may apply.
This is from Margot. What a lovely name. My dad goes completely overboard at Christmas. Every year he insists on buying new decorations and now we're up to 3 trees in the house. It's like navigating an obstacle course of tinsel and baubles just to get down the hallway. He's already talking about synchronised outdoor lights for next year. Since he's retired, it feels like a big, glittery cry for help, but he won't listen when we suggest toning it down. His stress leaks into the general vibe of the house, and honestly, it feels like I'm still at work dealing with an unpredictable boss. How do we gently help him relax and enjoy Christmas?
Hostess
Don't
trolley.
ask me.
A hostess trolley. I think that's it. Not only will it keep the Brussels sprouts warm, but it will also hopefully completely fuck up the electrics in the house, and there'll be no more tinsel, no more Father Christmas, no more lights going on and off. Just the trolley and the Brussels sprouts.
I would like to give some sensible advice to Margot, which is to say, consider this. It may be stressy, but maybe your gift to your father, a smart meter.
Allow him.
No, is to just allow him. This is what he likes to do, and just see yourself. Like
Embrace
I always think, as being of service to your dad. Like he likes to do it. Just smile and wave. Smile and wave. Like, what? It's a day.
It's the build-up, though, isn't it? It's quite,
it will let
and
him.
I bet he
but
keeps
if
the 3
that's-
trees up till
But if
mid-January
that's
as well.
what gives him joy, like, this is the thing. How difficult
Compromise.
is it for you? I feel like I'm
about-
attacking Margot.
Get some real problems.
Grin and
Margot.
bear it.
Leave him. Let him.
Type that in about you're worried but your dad loves Christmas too
No,
much.
exactly.
Go look outside. Go turn the news on or something.
What difference does it make if it makes your life a misery and your mother's life a misery for 3 or 4 days? What difference does it make? Things could be worse. You could be off the national grid, couldn't you? Then you'd be in trouble, wouldn't you? Hey, what would happen to the turkey then?
Oh, I've gone
Margot?
into atrial
my
fibrillation.
God. That's the last. I'll tell you something. Blowing the house up is the last of your worries.
I think that, though, that is the thing. Is like, just go, just smile and wave.
You're doing your bit for your
Because
dad.
also, if he didn't do it, you might start to feel a little bit. My dad
Hi,
doesn't
Bryony,
make
Margot
it.
here again. My dad hates Christmas now.
Margot, I think
Good luck,
that
Margot.
it's sweet as well that he wants to make such an effort. Count yourself lucky, Margot. That's what I'd say. Count yourself lucky. My son is bringing his girlfriend home for Christmas for the first time. Just hold that thought, okay?
Yeah, hold it.
I've just found out she's 5 years in recovery from alcoholism. The problem is our Christmas is quite boozy. We start with Baileys on Christmas morning, move on to Bucks Fizz with breakfast, wine at lunch, and our youngest takes pride in his post-dinner cocktail hour. This is just how we've always celebrated. But now I'm panicking. I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable or excluded, but I'm also keen to get pissed, basically, is what she wants to say, to keep some Christmas traditions. How do I make her feel included and not make things awkward for her or my son? I think that's a really sweet email. I think that's really nice of
That's a
Linda,
nice one.
like to acknowledge
Yeah,
that.
it's an awkward thing. Christmas, unfortunately, is alcoholics' horror, isn't it, really?
I don't think it is. I don't think it has to be. I think
But it does in that household, don't you think?
Yeah.
Who's starting off a little bit early?
okay, let's not shame Linda and their traditions.
We do have champagne with breakfast, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, we do.
Well,
I think just
don't.
having the no alcohol version stuff around would
Yeah,
be good.
exactly. You know,
And then maybe compromising a little bit. Maybe don't start drinking at 9 a.m. Maybe leave it
that's
till
right,
the early afternoon.
Yeah.
That's a really thoughtful thing, actually, Rufus.
Just a little bit. Life's about compromise, Bryony. I'm living in your little small spare room, and
Sorry, is it a compromise for you to live for free
no, I'm
in
trying-
my
I'm trying
spare
to think.
room?
No, I was well,
Or is
there was a point there, but it's gone now. But anyways, back to who was it?
Linda.
Linda. Yeah, I think it's just a bit about compromising. Just start drinking a
I
little bit
also
later.
think, like, also it's just offer her, you know, like say, oh, you know, maybe ahead of time, be like, oh, is there anything that you like to have, you know, on Christmas Day? Is there anything that we can do to make it more comfortable for you? But if she's in recovery, she's probably got a kind of program. And
What, 5 years into it, what was it like? I mean, you were 7 years.
I don't know. I think, yeah, you're quite kind of like,
you're settled into it, really.
you know what you're
got a
doing, and
routine and
you know what your triggers are and stuff. And also be aware that she's probably nervous about coming, and you know, maybe just let her know that you're really easy about it, and you know, you understand, and just make sure that the rest of the family know not to offer her booze, because that's the annoying thing. So like, make sure that there aren't any like weird questions like, oh, why aren't you drinking? Are you pregnant? You know, because that's just fucking annoying. So like, just get that out of, just make sure everyone is kind of prepped that you don't even have to tell, you know, like, because you might not want everyone to know she's an alcoholic, you know, guess what? But, you know, just make sure everyone knows she doesn't drink and you're not going to talk about it, no matter how pissed you get. It's also, don't be offended if at 7 p.m. she goes and locks herself. No, because I do think it's like, I definitely, when everyone starts to get a bit like repeat themselves, it's like, I'd just rather go upstairs and read, and I'm perfectly happy. Like, you know, I also think you don't need to avoid drinking around people that don't drink. Like, I have no problem with people drinking around me, and actually sometimes it helps because I can see, like, I wouldn't have drunk in that way. Like, what I mean to say is that even though, Linda, obviously your day is quite boozy, you know, like, you see people drinking quote unquote normally, so they'll have one glass of wine with their dinner or something, and
A couple of pints.
and I find it quite helpful, because I was like, that is not how I drank. You know, I drank just a blackout the whole time. So it's my responsibility to remove myself from the situation if I start to get uncomfortable. It's not everyone else's.
It's just as well, isn't it, that Christmas seems to intensify emotions than any other time.
But also, your son's girlfriend, you know, she's in recovery, but she's lots of other things too. Like, you can talk about, you know, like, there's plenty of things that you can be chatting to her about, given that, you know, she's coming, you know, it's the first time you're going to be meeting her. That's really exciting. So
Is she a vegan as well?
well, that's a whole other question.
What is Dax, are you?
Tracking all our cars on Carvana Value Tracker on all our devices? Yes, Kristen, yes, I am.
Well, I've been looking for my phone for...
In Dax's domain, we see all. So we always know what our cars are worth.
All of them?
All of them. Value surge, trucks up 3.9%.
That's a great offer.
I know. Sell?
Sell.
Track your car's value with Carvana Value Tracker today.
At New Balance, we believe if you run, you're a runner. However you choose to do it. Because when you're not worried about doing things the right way, you're free to discover your way. And that's what running's all about. run your way at newbalance.com/running.
Final question. Every year I overspend on Christmas gifts because I hate the idea of looking cheap. But this year things are different. I lost my job in June and didn't tell anyone. So now obviously my budget is tight. I'm not crafty, so making homemade presents is out of the question, and I'm struggling with how to approach it. Should I just be honest with everyone about why I'm pulling back, or is that too awkward? I've even thought about lying and saying I've made a donation to charity in their name, but that's awful, right? How do I handle this without feeling guilty or letting people down, especially myself? And that is from someone calling themselves Aurora, but it's not their real name.
Honesty is the best policy.
That was very sensible.
Next question.
Well, that's the most sense you'll get out of me.
But surely you want to tell people that
But she's hidden the fact she's lost her job.
No, but in these times,
So
you need
she's
people
kind of-
around you.
Yeah.
I agree. I think
And then
maybe.
what better time than Christmas? When everyone's feeling a
Yes,
little
I
bit more
think that's
generous.
right.
Yeah, because they might want to help. They might be like, well, actually, this year we want to,
Secret
treat
Santa?
you.
It starts with being honest, doesn't it?
Why are you keeping this from your
Bit of
family?
pride, isn't it? But everyone has that, don't
it's
they?
pride. I think that's only natural.
But she needs to know that there are...
But Christmas
I think
isn't really-
it's self-protection, isn't it? A form of self-protection.
Also, Christmas isn't really about, actually reminding yourself that Christmas isn't just about presents, and it's about family and love. And, there are other ways that you can show that at Christmas. And, if your family love you, your family should love you unconditionally. So they'll love you regardless of what you get them. And maybe a gift to them this year might be the honesty.
Just love.
That maybe they would really like to be supporting you through this.
Better communication,
Give them the opportunity to show some Christmas spirit.
And sometimes the best presents are more thoughtful than expensive. I do feel like sometimes I fall into that.
You don't believe that.
I got you milk frother last year, which was, by the way, I got to the... How much do you think a milk frother is, right? That's £100. I was like, what? Does it produce the milk as well? It's like a small cow in there.
We were actually
how
in
much she
danger.
uses that every day.
We were in danger there of answering a question sensibly and succinctly until we had to get on to the fucking milk frother.
Honestly, I'll just go round for... Dad, do you need a milk frother this year? I think everyone gets a milk frother.
Rufus, I think you put everything into perspective.
Yeah. But I think sometimes the thoughtful gifts, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, you need a support network. And then the people that support you, they'll need a support network. So you kind of got to get over your pride, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks. And if you want, Aurora, there's a milk frother going that you can give to
Aurora,
them.
let me know. I've got
with your name on it.
That's a wrap on this very Gordon Christmas. A huge thank you to my mum, Jane, my dad, Jack, and my brother Rufus for joining me and sharing such sage advice. If only they were as wise when it came to matters of our own family. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit follow. Please hit follow. That is the best Christmas present you can give me and lovely producer Jonathan this Christmas, because we want to carry on making lovely episodes for you and share it with your own family. I'm going to take a little festive break now. I'm going to bugger off to the sun for my Christmas, but I'll be back on January the 6th. It's a memorable date with an amazing mini-series to banish those January blues. Until then, take care, be kind to yourself. You're bloody amazing. And if you can't have a happy Christmas, just have a Christmas. It's one day. You can do it. Love you.